Okay, let's begin. So, sisimula tayo sa isang new topic. Okay, ang topic na to is ordinary differential equations. So, ito na yung gagawin natin for the remainder of the semester. Okay, so, basically, today, introduce lang natin yung ordinary differential equation sa inyo. And kung anong significance ng mga to and kung paano i-solve yung mga ordinary differential equations. Okay. So mostly definition of terms and just a few examples. Okay. And ang gagawin natin buong semester is to tawag dito, to identify different types of ordinary differential equations and then solve them. Okay, so iba-ibang solutions on how to solve these ordinary differential equations or ODEs for short. So anong ordinary differential equation? So it's an equation, okay, containing derivatives of one or more dependent variables with respect to one or more independent variables. Okay. So let's say we have this. So here's an example of an ordinary differential equation. L d squared q dt squared, okay, plus r derivative ng q with respect to t with respect to time plus q over c is equal to e times sine and then omega t. Okay. So this equation actually you will learn in 102 after the reading break. So this is one example of an ordinary differential equation. Dito yung q yung dependent variable. So we're taking the derivative of q with respect to t, which is yung independent variable. Okay, and then you have L, R, C, E, and then omega as tawag dito, constants, or we call them parameters. So another example of an ordinary of a differential equation, hindi to ordinary differential equation, of a differential equation. So actually, this is a definition of a differential equation. Differential equation. Okay? Hindi ng ordinary differential equation. So here's another example. So this is the partial derivative of v, okay, with respect to x plus the partial second derivative of v with respect to y is equal to 0. Na-encounter niyo na to sa 102 din, diba? Last week, you recall? So this is a partial derivative. Okay, dito, yung V ay yung independent variable. Okay, alam natin na yan yung potential. And dito yung X and Y are the, mali, sorry, dependent variable lang. B, X and Y ay yung independent variable. Okay, so you have, in this example, you have one dependent variable and two independent variables. Okay, dito sa third example, okay, we have this type of differential equation, dx minus 2xy dy equals 0. Now, you can write this as either dy dx equals x squared plus y squared over 2xy, or dx dy equals 2xy over x squared plus y squared. Okay. So in this case, if we're not sure, okay, tawag dito, pwedeng yung isa sa kanila yung dependent and the other one is the independent variable and vice versa. Okay, so dito sa example, dito sa left-hand side, so yung y yung dependent variable, okay, and x yung independent variable. And dito naman sa right, yung x yung dependent variable and yung y yung independent variable. Okay. So, what are the types of differential equations? So, yung ODE, an ordinary differential equation, is when an equation contains only ordinary derivatives of one or more dependent variables with respect to a single independent variable. Okay? So you call it an ODE if iisa lang yung independent variable. So dito sa example, yung 1, okay, yung 1 dun sa taas, yan ay ordinary differential equation kasi yung independent variable niya ay t, in time. Dito sa baba, hindi mo siya pwede i-consider as, yung number 2, hindi mo siya pwede i-consider as an ordinary differential equation kasi dalawa yung independent variables, x and y. Pero yung number 3, you can consider either of these equations as ODEs. Okay? Kasi isa lang yung independent variable. So more examples ng ODEs ay dy dx plus 5y equals e to the x. Okay? Yung y yung y yung dependent variable at yung x yung independent. Okay? So d squared y dx squared minus dy dx plus 6y equals 0. Yung y yung dependent and yung x yung independent. Okay, and then dito naman you have two dependent variables, x and y, at isang independent variables. So lahat ng mga yan ay tawag dito ay ordinary differential equations. Okay? So PDE or partial differential equations. Okay? So if one so partial derivatives so this is an equation that contains two or more independent variables. Okay, so nakita na natin yung ano kanina, isang example. So this is partial ng second derivative ng u with respect to x plus second derivative ng u with respect to y, partial second derivative ng u with respect to y. Okay, so this is a partial differential equation kasi dalawa yung independent variables, x and y. Okay. Second derivative ng u with respect to x, partial ng second derivative ng u with respect to x equals sa partial ng second derivative ng u with respect to t minus 2 partial derivative ng u with respect to t. And then yung isa ay partial derivative ng u with respect to y equals sa partial derivative ng v with respect to x. So these are all examples of tawag dito, partial differential equations.
Will that automatically imply it's more than one axis?
Okay. Ano?
Does using the partial differential equation symbol imply that you have more than one axis?
Yes. So, hindi ka gumagamit ng partial differential symbol sa ordinary differential equations. Okay. Now, yung type ng notation na ginagamit natin dito where we use yung D or yung partial form ng D, Okay, this is called the Leibniz notation. Okay. So yung notation na ito is, ay, nangyari. So yung notation na ito is called the Leibniz notation. You can express, tawag dito, partial derivatives in terms of another type of, derivatives in terms of another type of notation, which is called, ang tawag dito is the prime notation. Okay. And familiar naman kayo dito, di ba, sa 53 or sa 54, di ba? So, for example, ang prime notation is y prime, di ba, y double prime, y triple prime, and then, syempre, pag malaki na yung number, ganito na yung ginagamit ninyo, parenthesis, right? Okay. So, for example, sa Leibniz notation, you write dy dx plus 5y equals e to the x. Pero sa prime notation, you write it as y prime plus 5y equals e to the x. Okay, so another example is second derivative ng y with respect to x minus second derivative ng y with first derivative ng y with respect to x plus 6y equals 0 sa Leibniz notation, and sa prime notation you have y double prime minus y prime plus 6y equals 0. Then there's also the dot notation, pero specific to for time. Okay. So for example, your acceleration is the second derivative of position with respect to time. So sa dot notation, this is x double dots. And yung velocity is the first derivative of the position with respect to time sa Leibniz notation, and sa dot notation, this is x dot. Okay, what about so itong mga examples na nandito, yung prime notation, okay, hindi siya, it's only for ordinary differential equations, di ba? What about for partial differential equations? How do you express yung partial differential equations? Okay, kasi sa Leibniz, pag nilagay mong prime, pag sa prime notation pala, pag naglagay ka ng prime, alam mo na yung isang variable ay tawag dito, yung alam mo na kagad kung ano yung independent variable, di ba? Paano kung dalawang independent variables? So yung prime is, di ba, pag naglagay ka ng prime, hindi mo alam kung aling independent variable. So instead, pag partial derivatives, you use another notation, okay, another type of notation. So for example, okay, partial ng second derivative ng u with respect to y, with respect to x muna, plus second derivative ng partial ng second derivative ng u with respect to y equals 0. Okay, so ang ginagawa nyo dyan is u sub xx plus u sub yy equals 0. Okay, so the number of subscripts indicate kung ilang derivatives yung tinitake with respect dun sa subscript. So kung yung subscript ay x, so you're taking the derivative of u with respect to x twice kung dalawa yung x. Okay? And makikita nyo na kagad na itong equation na ito is a partial differential equation kasi dalawa yung subscripts, x and y. So you're taking the derivatives of of u with respect to x and with respect to y. Okay? So another example is the partial second derivative of u with respect to x equals a partial second derivative ng u with respect to t, okay, minus 2 times partial derivative ng u with respect to t. So in this case, you have uxx equal to u double t, okay, and minus tu sub t. Um, Subscript notation. Subscript notation. Okay. Then another example, yung kanina, partial derivative ng u with respect to y equals a partial derivative ng v with respect to x. So sa subscript notation, you have u sub y equals a v sub x.
There's more than one independent variable. So, kabalikan lang po namin.
Ito, tulad ng third example, dalawa yung dependent variables, u and v. So ganun lang. Okay? So medyo boring pa ngayon kasi puro definition of terms lang tayo eh. Yes.
Be written as u subscript of x squared, or is that like ano?
Hindi. Hindi. Magiging confusing yun. Kasi pag sinulat mo na u subscript ng x squared, that could mean na you're taking the derivative of u with respect to x squared. Okay. So next, order of a differential equation. Yes. Fifth derivative. Well, ganun din. Lalagay mo yung 5x or pwedeng yung parenthesis. Pero tawag dito, sa physics, hindi na umabot ng fifth derivative yan. Walang physical meaning. Lahat ng mga differential equations na may encounter ninyo ay hanggang second derivatives. Kasi wala nang physical meaning ang third derivatives. Except for one quantity. Hindi. The acceleration is second derivative ng position eh. But there's a third derivative of position or a first derivative of acceleration. Ang tawag doon ay?
Sure.
Yes. Jerk. Diba? Derivative na acceleration with respect to time. Okay, so yun yung ewan ko kung bakit yun yung tawag. Hindi, well, jerk siguro kasi 'di ba? Hindi yung jerk na loko-loko, 'di ba? Yung jerk na alam niyo yun na paano lang. Oo. Pag non-constant yung acceleration mo. Like, at saka pag changing, immediate na change na direction, mga ganun. Oh. Off the top of my head, wala akong maisip. Kasi hindi naman siya ganun common. Okay, any more questions? Order of a differential equation. 1 rice, 2 piece chicken.
Total meal.
Okay, so yung order ng differential equation pertains to the highest derivative. Okay. So, order of the highest derivative in the differential equation. So let's take this one for example. Yeah. So anong order ng differential equation dito? This is called A. Second, since ang ang highest order derivative is the second derivative. So this is a second order differential equation. Of course, you might be tempted to say na third order siya kasi nakita nyo na tawag dito, yung dy dx ay cubed, pero it's still a first derivative. Na cube lang yung first derivative. Okay? Okay? So, okay? So medyo straightforward naman na yan, ano? Okay. Now, at lahat ng differential equations, we can express in a general form. Okay, yung general form is a function. Okay, let's say function na yun is capital F. Yung first, ay typically yung yung independent variable. And then yung susunod ay yung dependent variables and yung derivatives nila. Okay? Okay? Bakit? General form lang yan. Okay, sige. Take natin na example itong yung nasa taas. D squared y dx squared plus 5 dy dx cube minus 4y equals, ililipat ko sa kabila yung e to the x. Minus e to the x equals 0. So ito ngayon yung f natin. Okay, so yung function na f. So this is f, yung independent variable, and then syempre may y, di ba? Yun yung 4y na nakikita ninyo. Okay, and then may y prime, yun yung dy dx, tapos cube siya. And then may y double prime, okay, which is yung second derivative na first step. Okay, at yan ay equal to 0. Ha? Okay, and since iisa lang yung independent variable, this is called an ordinary differential equation. So, ang task natin for the remainder of the SEM is to solve ordinary differential equations. Okay? At maraming methods tayong gagamitin. Maraming methods tayong pag-aaralan, okay? To solve these differential equations by hand.
By hand.
Okay, yes. Oh,
Right.
by hand, not just by staring. Okay. So, ang tawag natin dito sa form na ito ay tawag natin sa form na yan ay normal form. Yes. Okay, now yung mga jerks abnormal. Okay. Now, pwede natin i-isolate yung highest order derivative. Okay, like for example, ang highest order derivative, of course, is y, nth derivative ng y, which is of course expressed as nth derivative ng y with respect to x. Okay, and then we write it as f, small f na ngayon, x, y prime, okay, and then y, n minus 1 na. Hindi na natin sinama yung y, yung nth derivative. Kasi nga, in-isolate natin siya. Okay, nilipat natin siya sa kabilang side. So like for example, okay, dun sa example natin kanina, we can write d squared y dx squared is equal to negative 5 dy dx cube plus 4y plus e to the x. At ito ngayon yung ating f of x, y, and y prime. Tapos ito yung ating y squared, second derivative. Ha? Ano yan?
X, Y.
Ay, y prime, y prime. Y prime. Y prime. So normal form.
So the normal form or is like the one in the hall?
Hindi. Actually, tama ka. Yun nasa bottom yung normal form. Okay. Okay na? So, for example, if we have this differential equation dy dx plus 5y equals e to the x, yung normal form niya is dy dx equals e to the x minus 5y. Okay, so yan yung f of x, y. Then, if we have d squared y dx squared minus dy dx plus 6y equals 0, okay, yung normal form niya is dy dx minus 6y equals f of x, y, and then dy dx.
So include X even though it's not.
Oh, ang first na nilalagay mo parati is yung independent variable. Ayan, dito. Yan, independent variable. Independent variable. Ano? Okay pa kayo? Dali, di ba? Definition of terms. Ano yan? Yeah. In general. Okay? Then we also define yung linearity of the differential equation. So an nth order ODE is said to be linear if f is linear in x, y prime hanggang sa nth derivative. Okay, so tawag dito, if f is linear sa kahit aling sa mga tawag dito, derivatives nila, tsaka sa independent variable. Okay, so tignan natin ito. Itong equation ba na to ay linear? Remember, ang tinitignan natin ito ay capital F. So, yung capital F ay proportional or linear sa first derivative, right? Proportional siya sa zeroth derivative, sa y. Tama? Linear siya. Pero e to the x, so hindi siya linear. Okay? Dito, proportional yung f sa second derivative, linearly proportional sa first derivative, at linearly proportional sa y. Okay, so this is a linear differential equation. Okay? Dito sa example na to, linear siya sa first derivative. Dito, linear ba siya o hindi? Hindi, di ba? Kasi raised to the third power yung first derivative. Kasi kung linear, proportional siya. Di ba? Dun sa ano. Ito, linear siya dyan. And then may exponential ka, which is obviously non-linear. So this is a non-linear ordinary differential equation. Okay. In general, nakakatakot yung mga ganong ano, no? Phrases. In general, tas biglang lalabas kasi yung mga komplikadong equations eh. Okay. Ito ang ganito niyo sinusulat ang linear differential equation. Okay? So, makikita nyo na ang coefficients ng derivatives are not necessarily constants. Okay? They can also depend on the independent variable. Yung coefficients ng derivatives, like itong a sub n, di ba? Dependent siya sa independent variable. Depends sa x. So yung mga coefficients na. Okay. Oh, kasi tinitignan mo lang naman yung derivative eh. Yung derivative term. Hmm.
So you say it's linear because of the variable.
So if that one, if G of X was E of X, it would still be the.
Hindi na. Hindi na kasi ano na siya. Ang f mo is not proportional na sa linear term. Yes. Exponential na siya. Test natin yung knowledge niyo.
Pero kung may linear, may exponential.
Wala naman. Hindi naman na. Magiging important yung linearity later pag nag-solve na tayo ng differential equations. Kasi we're going to solve linear differential equations and non-linear differential equations. Okay. So,
So may specific properties yung linearity na makagamit namin sa linear.
yes. Later. Okay. Ang tanong lang, dalawa lang yung tanong. Is it linear? Okay. Or non-linear? Tapos, anong order yung differential equation? So this one, anong order ng differential equation na ito?
First,
First order. So this is a first order, linear or non-linear? Linear differential equation. 1 minus y prime plus 2y is equal to e to the x. So anong order ng differential equation na to? So first order, linear or non-linear? Okay, d squared y dx squared plus sine y equals 0. Anong order? Non-linear.
it's possible.
Yes. Obvious naman na non-linear yan. Y double prime minus 2y prime plus y equals 0. Anong order? Linear or non-linear?
Linear.
Sana ganyan lang exam eh, no? Eh kaso hindi.
How?
Yes.
Kapag polynomial na po ba yung term?
Ano yan?
Yung polynomial lang po ba yung linear? Like, guaranteed lang
Polynomial?
yung x.
Dependent on the derivative.
Oh, yung derivative ang titignan mo. Ah.
The fact of ln of x, would that be linear or non-linear?
Non-linear.
So sir, this a transcendental function automatically here, so that it's a non-linear differential equation.
Yes. Hindi necessarily. Pag transcendental, hindi necessary. May mga transcendental equations na ano, na linear pa rin.
Hyperbolic.
Hyperbolic. Hindi. Kasi tinitignan mo lang talaga yung derivatives eh. Yung derivative lang talaga.
Sine.
Hindi. Oh, kahit na anong tawag dito, na magde-depend pa rin siya dun sa ano sa function na present. Sa 161 may makikita kayong transcendental differential equation na linear. Pag sinolve niyo yung anong tawag dito, yung rocket problem ng projectile problem. Hindi. Walang arc center. Hmm. Okay. So d cube y dx cube plus x dy dx minus 5y equals e to the x order and
Non-linear.
galing nyo na. 1 point lang ang lahat-lahat yan.
Wow, 1 point.
Kaya nga. Okay, order. Linearity. Dahil sa y squared, right? Okay. So,
Pag-wide lang po yung sa linear.
pag y lang siya, linear siya. Tama.
Para may tigawan with items. Oh. Perfect na yung part na sa probably one of Sir,
Yes.
if you differentiate that will be fifth order linear. So that last equation.
Tama.
I-differentiate.
Pag differentiate.
Order.
So, ibig sabihin, fifth derivative ng y plus 2y dy. dy dx pala. 2y dy dx. Yes.
That's good. So it's linear first to the linear.
Ay, hindi. Non-linear pa rin siya kasi yung coefficient niya is with respect to the dependent variable. Kasi yung definition dito ng tawag dito ng saan na yung nakasulat? Linearity ay saan ko sinulat yun? Ito. Na yung coefficients ay with respect to the independent variable x. Pero dito kasi asan na yun? Pero dito kasi pag tinake mo yung ano niyan, fifth derivative of yung derivative niyan, di ba? So magiging 2y dy dx at ito ay function ng y, hindi function ng dependent variable, hindi function ng independent variable.
Feeling the time.
So non-linear pa rin siya. Yes, kasi yun yung definition. Yun yung pinapakita ko. Ito.
Again.
Tignan nyo to. Yung coefficients niyan, tignan nyo yung coefficients. Lahat ay with respect to x, which are the independent variable. Dito sa equation na to, yung y ay dependent variable at yung coefficient ng dy dx ay dependent variable. Hindi x. Yung ano niya. And tignan nyo rin to example na to actually. Ito. Yan. So this is actually dy, di ba? dy dx times y. Di ba? Right?
So sir, kahit mawala ba yung p raised to x, non-linear ba?
Yes, exactly.
But basically sa yun. Sir, in the first example, as long as there's an x in the coefficient, it's fine. So linear.
Saan?
Y minus x.
Yan po. Pag ginawa mong 1 minus x yan, then ano na siya, linear na siya.
O y dy over dx, non-linear.
Yes.
Kasi yung constant mo, yung variable niya is y. So
Yung coefficient hindi constant.
So for to identify linearity, the coefficient must be, the independent coefficient must be less.
Yes.
And then you must look at the
Kaya mo yan.
or sir, basta yun no?
Okay. So ang objective ng, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, no? Ang objective ng remainder of the SEM is to find the solution.
Sabi na lang yun.
Okay? Kaya nga. Natin yung hinahanap yung X. Hindi naman yun ang solution.
Yung
No. To be the solution of the equation on the interval. Yes, fine. So any function phi, okay, defined in an interval I and possessing at least n derivatives that are continuous over the same interval, okay, which when substituted into the nth order ordinary differential equation. So yung phi ay substitute nyo sa nth order differential equation. Okay, reduces to an identity. Okay, is said to be the solution of the equation on the interval. Dami, no? Daming words. Wag na natin i-breakdown. Kasi example na kaagad. Diba? Para, alam niyo yun, para mas ano na kaagad. So halimbawa, ito, d squared x dt squared is equal to negative omega squared x. Familiar ba yan? Yes. Okay. Let's see if x of t equals a cosine omega t plus phi is a solution of the differential equation. Okay. First of all, in differential equation, is it anong order? At anong linearity?
linear.
Linear. Nalito yata kayo sa omega squared eh.
Ang omega squared is constant, di ba? Linear yan. It's a parameter. It's not a variable. Diba? So it's a second order linear differential equation. So anong ginagawa natin para malaman natin kung ano siya, kung tawag dito? Kung solution yung x dun sa differential equation. First, kukunin natin yung derivative. Okay? First derivative muna. Anong first derivative nito? Negative a omega sine omega t plus phi. Tama? And yung second derivative nito is negative a omega squared cosine omega t plus phi. Right? Okay, so let's see. Negative a omega squared cosine omega t plus phi equals negative omega squared x. Pero sabi natin, ang x ay equal sa a cosine omega t plus phi. Meron tayong a cosine omega t plus phi dito. So we are left with negative omega squared x equals to negative omega squared x. So it's an identity. Diba? The differential equation was reduced to an identity when we substituted x dun sa differential equation. So x is therefore a solution.
Sir, bakit po sa ingredients? Kasi po yung, di ba po dependent yung XD?
Tama, dependent yung x.
And pag coefficient po ng dependent, hindi po siya nandito.
Paano naging coefficient yung dependent? Separate term yung omega squared. X. Di ba? Separate term siya. Hindi siya coefficient nung derivative. Okay, good. Okay, so solution ang x. So yung isang example. Yes, nung differential equation. Ay, sorry. Solution daw yung x pala eh. Talagang nakatingin kay Mark eh, no? Alam ko na pangalan niyo lahat. dv dt is equal to g minus c over m v. Familiar ba itong equation na ito? Hindi. So ito yung equation of motion. Okay. For a falling parachutist. Parachute, di ba? May isang yung nagte-take ng parachute, tawag sa kanya ay parachutist. So habang nalalaglag siya, yan yung equation of motion. Yes. So ang solution, titignan natin ngayon kung ito ay solution dun sa differential equation. 1 minus exponential negative c over m t. Okay, so let's check if that is a solution. So, anong derivative nito with respect to time? Siyempre, yung first term ay 0. Di ba kasi ano lang siya? Constant. Okay, and then we have mg over c. Tapos, may negative sign doon. Then yung coefficient ng t is c over m. And then exponential negative c over m t. Oops. Tama ba? So, cancel yung m, cancel yung c. Okay, at ang matitira ay magka-cancel din yung negative sign kasi may negative tsaka negative ka. G, E, negative, C over M, T. Okay? Okay, so yan yung left-hand side ng equation. GE negative C over MT. Yung right-hand side is G minus C over M, tapos yung V ay GM over C, tas 1 minus exponential negative C over MT. Okay, so ito magka-cancel. Cancel din yan. Ang matitira is G minus G. Siyempre, magka-cancel yon, di ba? G minus GI. 0. So, equal to ngayon sa exponential o G exponential negative C over M times T. Okay, so ibig sabihin, this is a solution to the differential equation. Yes. Mm. Ah?
What we got into the. From the table.
Wala naman. Wala naman. Okay. Sige, at this time, let's take a break.
Let's go.
Now let's discuss what explicit or implicit solutions are. Explicit. Kunwari boldface. Okay, so a solution in which the dependent variable is expressed solely in terms of the independent variable and constants is said to be an explicit solution. Okay, then we have a relation g of xy equals 0 to be an implicit solution of an ODE f of x, y, y prime, y double prime equals 0 on an interval I. Exists at least one function phi satisfies the relation as well as the differential equation on okay. Yes. Okay. So the best way to show you the difference between an implicit and explicit solution is, of course, an example. Okay, so let's consider itong differential equation ito. Negative x, y. Okay. Now, an implicit solution of this differential equation, okay, is x squared plus y squared equals 25. Okay? Yung g of xy natin dito is x squared plus y squared minus 25 equals 0. Okay? Now, paano yan naging solution? Well, if we take the derivative, okay, we have 2x dx plus 2y dy equals 0. Tama? Or dy dx equals negative x over y. Right? So we ended up with a differential equation. So ang explicit solution, there are actually two. So y equals plus or minus square root ng 25 minus x squared. Okay, so we have dy dx. Okay. Tapos, plus or minus, and then 1/2, di ba? tapos 25 minus x squared raised to the negative 1/2, right? And then negative 2x dx. Tama ba? Okay, so dy dx is equal to minus plus, or hindi na lang, negative ng plus minus, ano na to? Yung 2 na yan magka-cancel with the 1/2. Okay, so, bakit may dx pa ako dun? Sorry. Wala na dapat dx dito. So, 2x na lang yun. So, 2 x over square root ng 25 minus x squared. Now, ang y is given by this. So, essentially, ito yung y ninyo. Plus or minus. Tsaka yan. Tama ba? Bakit may 2 pa dyan? Okay, wala na dapat yan. Tinetesting ko lang kayo. Walang pumansin. So, ibig sabihin, wala. Magtatanong ka na ba sana? Naunahan mo ako. Naunahan kita pala. So, equals sa negative x over y. Right? Okay?
So, ito po yung dy over dx equals to negative x over
Given yun.
given din yung x squared plus y squared.
Yes.
Then, dapat lang natin ipakita sa implicit solution is that okay. Gets.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, pag implicit, in-express mo lang yung solution mo in terms of a function g. Pero, pag explicit, in-express mo siya in terms of the dependent variable as a function of the independent variable. So, this is a y of x.
Two methods to get the
Well, sa physics, magde-depend yan sa kung ano yung gusto mong interpretation.
Parang kung nakuha ko yung x squared plus 4 squared equals negative 5.
Hindi pa natin pinag-aralan kung paano nakuha yan. Sinabi ko lang sa inyo na yan yung solution. Yun nga yung pag-aaralan natin. Okay. Now, meron din tinatawag na families of solutions. So, kinalimutan niya na yung x niya, nakahanap siya ng bago, at meron na siyang family. Families of solution. You basically create a families of solution based on, anong tawag dito? Based on the parameters, okay? That are given dun sa differential equation. Okay, recall na yung parameters ay hindi sila dependent variable, hindi sila independent variable. Basically, sila yung mga constants. Okay, dun sa differential equation. Okay, and for example, if you have this differential equation na xy prime minus y equals x squared sine x. Okay, ang explicit solution nito, Again, hindi ko pinapakita kung paano na-solve yan. Binibigay ko lang kung ano yung solution. Ang explicit solution nito is y equals cx minus x cosine x. Okay, you obtain yung parameter na c, yung c dyan yung parameter. Makukuha niyo yung parameter na c yan after integrating yung differential equation. Okay, di ba kasi ito ay indefinite na integral. Okay, so when you do indefinite integral, then you get the constant c. Okay? Ngayon, yung c na yan can have any value. And it's because it can have any value, you get a lot of solutions depending on the value of c. Okay? So for this tawag dito, solution, ito yung, or for this differential equation, ito yung families of solution niya. Okay, depende sa value ng c. Okay, so makikita nyo dyan na when you vary c, for example, yung green is when c equals 0.5. Okay, yung yellow is when c equals 0.25. Okay, when c equals 0 yung blue, when c equals 0.25 yung red, and yung when c equals 0.5 ay negative 0.5 ay brown. Okay, so pag ganyan, yung mga values ng C, nag-iiba-iba yung itsura ng solutions. So now you have a family of solution. Okay, depending on the parameter. And you will have a lot of that pagdating sa physics, sa physics, physical systems later. Well, yun yung hope. Yes, of course.
Pero not
Oh, kasi ang concern natin is mathematics. Okay? Ready? Ready. So, ito ngayon yung first method na mapag-aaralan ninyo in solving a differential equation. This method is called the separation of variables. Exactly. Kaya nga sila tumatawag sa likod, di ba? Kita mo na nga yung x mo, ay hindi kinalimutan mo na yung x mo, nakahanap ka ng iba, nagkaroon kayo ng family, tapos ngayon separation na. Diba? Diba? Yun siguro yun. Hindi, ang problema kasi dito kaya sila nag-separate kasi meron silang families of solution. Talagang ginawa ng kwento no? Now, yung separation of variables is a very powerful technique. In fact, later on, sa when you study quantum physics, particularly when you study tawag dito yung what the atom looks like. Okay, you will learn, or the technique that you're going to use is separation of variables. Okay, and from the separation of variables, you actually derive yung mga quantum numbers, okay, that describe kung ano itsura ng atom. And that also describes yung chemistry, okay, nung atom. Okay, so by the simple method of separation of variables. So, for the separation of variables, you have to, ang kailangan yung gawin is to write the differential equation, okay, in this form. A of x times b of y. dy dx is equal to a of x b sub y. So, kailangan ma-separate nyo yung lahat ng tawag dito, lahat ng functions of y at functions of x. Okay, so pag may ganyan kayong differential equation, yung differential equation na yan is said to be separable. Okay, or sinasabi na you have separable variables. Okay. So for example, dy dx ay equal sa y squared, x e to the 3x plus 4y. Separable ba yung differential equation na to o hindi?
Yeah.
Okay, so pwede nyo ma-separate yan kasi for example, x e to the 3x times y squared e to the 4y. So ito yung ating a of x at ito yung ating b of y. Nasa Zoom siya kanina. Bilis niya, no? Nag-Zoom kasi siya eh. Okay? What about this differential equation? Is it separable? Okay, so it's non-separable. So you cannot use separation of variables for this differential equation. Okay? May mga ganun talagang families. Sorry kung meron akong mga natatamaan na. Ititigil ko na yung joke na yan. Okay, so how do you solve? Okay? How do you solve ngayon how do you use separation of variables to solve a differential equation? So, ang kailangan yung gawin is to express the equation in terms of this. Py dy equals ax dx. Okay, and then solve the left-hand side independent of the right-hand side. Okay? It's just a new function na nilipat mo lang dun sa kabila. Pwede kung gusto mo b rin, pero lalagay mo kasi 1 over by, di ba? So, mas malinis lang tignan na p of y siya. Okay? So, let's consider this example. dy dx equals 2y over x. Is it separable? Separable or non-separable? So pwedeng dy over 2y equals dx over x. Now, medyo obvious kung paano mo na siya masosolve, right? Okay, so you have 1/2 ln of y equals sa ln of x. And then, since ito ay tawag dito, ito ay ang tawag yan? Indefinite, okay, na integration, kailangan nyo maglagay ng constant. So, meron tayo ngayon family of solutions. Depende sa value of c. Okay? Pwede pa natin ito i-simplify further. So, ang gagawin natin is ilalagay ko itong 1/2 doon. Okay? Equals sa ln ng x plus c. And then, kukunin ko yung exponential ng buong equation. So, exponential ng left-hand side is y to the 1/2. At ang exponential nito ay x plus c. Okay lang na c. Kasi constant lang naman yan eh. Kaya hindi nagmamatter kung e to the c ang ilagay nyo dyan or just c. Okay? Yes. So, this will be equal to y equals c x squared. Again, huwag kayong magtaka bakit hindi nyo ini-square ang c. Kasi ganun din, for the same reason, pareho lang yan. It's just a constant. Yes.
Become. Constant on X.
Ay, sorry, mali. Hindi dapat plus yan. Dapat yan ay C.
Once you E,
Ah. Di ba kasi so ganito yung para mas maging klaro lang. So e to the ln of x, di ba? Plus e to the c. Ay, hindi, sorry. E to the ln of x plus c. Kasi yung buong equation yung inaano nyo eh. Yung buong equation yung kinukuha nyo na exponential. So this is just x and then c. Okay, again, it's e to the c, pero sabi ko nga, constant lang naman siya, di ba? Okay, sige, kung gusto niyo mathematically correct, yan, e to the c dapat siya, right? Tama? Oh, pero constant lang naman siya eh. So, pwede ko siyang palitan ng c. Okay? And then, in-square ko lahat para mawala yung square root sa y. Right? So, may x squared na ako. Kung gusto nyo rin gawing c squared, okay lang din. Pero kung hindi ko simplify ito, magiging ganito kasi yung itsura niyan eh. E to the c, tapos isi-square ko pa yan and then x squared. Gusto niyo bang ganyang so, di ba, para mas simple, c x squared lang. Okay? Okay? Kasi evaluate niyo naman yung constant na yan depende sa boundary conditions. Okay, but in this case, you have a family of solutions. So this is example 1. Example 2. One plus y squared dx plus 1 plus x squared dy equals 0. Okay, with the initial condition. Given ang initial condition na pag x equals 0, y equals -1. So, is this a separable differential equation? Separable? Yes, di ba? So, dy over 1 plus y squared plus dx over 1 plus x squared equals 0. Sorry. Okay? Kung hindi nyo naintindihan, magtaas kayo ng kamay.
Di ba, the walking ratio by 1 plus y squared.
Exactly. Exactly ganun yung nangyari. Dinivide yung buong equation by 1 over x squared, 1 over 1 plus x squared. Hindi, dinivide. Dinivide siya by 1 plus x squared times y plus 1 squared. Yes.
Yung initial condition pa, part yan ng original problem or ano?
Yes. Usually binibigay yan. Given siya. Hindi usually, given siya talaga. Okay. Separable siya. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating i-solve separately yung y at saka yung x. So, anong solution? Okay. So, good. So, ito ay tangent inverse ng y plus tangent inverse ng x equals 0. Ay, sorry. Hindi 0, kundi c. Kasi nag-integrate na tayo ng constant. Okay? So, when x equals 0, ano ang c? Kailan nagiging 0 ang tangent ng x? Okay, in that case, yung y ay equal sa -1. Kailan naman, ano naman ang condition para yung tangent inverse? Ano yung tangent inverse ng -1? So, kailan nagiging -1 ang tangent? Negative. Okay, so negative pi over 4 plus 0 equals C. Tama? Okay, so ang C is negative pi over 4. Okay. Now, syempre kailangan nyo i-verify. Kailangan nyo ng ID. Paano nyo ngayon i-verify yan? Kailangan nyo i-substitute yung equation na yan dun sa differential equation. Kaso ang problema, puro inverse. So you have to express this equation first in terms of y or x. Di ba? Right? Okay. So paano nyo gagawin yan? Anong suggestion ninyo?
Isolate one of them.
Isolate one of them.
One of the set.
Then magkakaroon ka lang ng mas...
Isolate and
Paano nyo ba tatanggalin yung tangent inverse? Okay. Kaso sum to, di ba? So ang kailangan nyo is a tangent of a sum. Di ba? Di ba? In other words, tangent, ang kailangan nyo gawin is tangent ng tangent inverse ng x plus tangent inverse ng y equals tangent ng negative pi over 4. Okay? Pero for the left-hand side to work, kailangan yung kunin yung tangent inverse ng a plus b, tangent inverse ng sum. Okay, so equal sa ano yan? Nadala nyo ba? Okay? Yes. So, equal to sa tangent ng, so yung left-hand side is equal sa tangent ng x. Tama ba? Hindi, sorry. Tangent ng, ang a natin is tangent inverse. So tangent inverse ng x plus tangent ng tangent inverse ng y all over 1 minus tangent ng tangent inverse ng x tangent ng tangent inverse ng y. Equal sa, anong tangent ng negative pi over 4? Negative 1. Di ba? Yes, exactly. So, anong mangyayari? Anong tangent ng tangent inverse ng x? X plus y over 1 minus xy equals negative 1. Okay, so this will become x plus y equals, minus xy plus 1 equals 0. Ano? Cute yung alin.
Oh my God. Wait, 1 month, so that's
What is that? Download file for the RGB. Oh, inside the file or outside the file? File. Square root or square root.
multiply sides by 1 minus x squared root and
Okay? Kaya pa?
Pamina,
Okay.
take a break for 1 year.
Take a break for 1 year. Oh. Kailan bang dropping period? Deadline for dropping.
April na ulit.
April pa? E to the 2y minus y cosine x dy dx equals e to the y sine 2x. Okay, ang initial condition is when x equals 0, y equals 0. Separable or not?
Yes.
Siyempre, separable yan. Otherwise, ba't pa natin ginamit ito na example, di ba? E to the 2y minus y over e to the y dy equals sine 2x over cosine x dx. Ah,
So, paano siya isolve kapag inseparable?
among other topics.
Um,
Okay? So, sinimplify ko lang yan. Okay, so next, ang gagawin natin is integrate natin both sides. Right? So, EY minus, yay, DY. Ano yung integral ng EY, DY? A. Anong integral ng y e to the minus y dy?
Plus, magiging plus na y e raised to y.
IBP, tama. IBP. Yes! Yay! IBP. Okay. Right hand side. Ano yung integral ng right hand side? Yes. Okay. So,
yeah, scientific.
sana hindi kayo magka-nightmares mamayang gabi. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Okay na? Nakikita nyo na importante ang integration skills nyo dito . No! Wala nang yay . Okay, apply natin yung boundary conditions. When x equals 0, y equals 0. So, cosine of 0 ay 1. Okay, so yung right hand side is negative 2 plus c. Okay, e to the 0 ay 1 plus 1 times. Okay. And then ito ay 1. Okay, 0 plus 1. Okay, so this is equal to 2 equals negative 2 plus c, which means na ang c ay equal sa 4. Patay. Patay. Alam nyo nang ilalagay ko sa exam ninyo? Check your math. Diba? Oo nga. Check your math. O kaya, WTF. WTH. A fike. A fike. This is wrong. Okay. Looks familiar ba? Looks familiar? Okay, good. So, at t equals 0, yung initial velocity niya ay v naught y. Walang value. It's just v naught y. Okay? Kaya t equals 0, yung v ay equal sa v naught y. Ganun lang ilagay mo. Okay, so separable or not separable? Okay, so integrate once, you get
Why? This why. This why. And then integrate twice. Why square number 2.
tama ba?
Yes. Sigma. And then
GT. Plus. Ay, sorry. Walang y yan dyan. dy lang. dy lang. Hindi, nag-integrate ka lang once eh. So take mo yung derivative ng dy, then you get second derivative ng y. Diba? Inversely, if you take the integral of d squared y, then dy lang siya. Y lang siya. dy lang siya.
right.
So dy dt is equal to negative gt plus c. Hindi, actually medyo confusing yung pagkasulat na ganyan. Okay. So sige, integrate nyo to once, we get dy dt. Tama? Minus gt plus c. Yan. Mas klaro ba yan? Nag-integrate ka with respect to t. So at t equals 0, at t equals 0, v is equal to v naught y. And this is actually v, di ba? So v is equal to c, which is equal to v naught y. Okay, so we have dy dt is equal to minus gt plus v naught y. So v naught y minus gt. Looks familiar ba? Okay. Okay. Integrating one more time, we get y equals, pag in-integrate yung negative gt, we get negative g t squared over 2 plus v naught y t. Di ba ang v naught y is a constant? Okay, plus another constant. So here we say na t equals 0, nag-start siya at position y naught. So y is equal to c is equal to y naught. So we have y equals y naught plus v naught y t minus 1/2 GP scored. Okay. Yes. Okay, good.